Good morning, equity guys. Welcome to equity guys pre-market video. I am Manjunath, NISM technical analyst. Let's discuss what happened yesterday in the market. Okay, on Monday, Nifty 50 closed at 225 points negative, Bank Nifty 538 points negative, then Sensex 609 points negative. So three mother indices closed very badly. Bearishness. India volatility index, it is positive 7.85% change in a single day. That is completely bearishness in the market. Then crude oil December future, which is running below pre-COVID level, 6,500 price. So it is bullish. Let's discuss other things later. Now let's go to Nifty 50. So yesterday's in my pre-market video, I told you 26,000 to 100 will act as strong support zone. So if it breaks, then we are heading towards the downside gap. See, there is a strong sell-off after the first 15 minutes low is gone. Breakdown, then there is a sell-off closed below 26,100 with a strong bearish engulf. Then there is a strong sell-off which even broke 26,000 price level. That is very, very bearishness. So you can say the market is bearish. If you can see the day channel which we had created or which we are following from last 3 months, so you can see here it is a breakdown. The channel had been breakdown. Let's see today for the view later. The trend is on bearish side. Then let's go to sectoral data. Nifty IT negative, Nifty Bank negative, Nifty Infrastructure negative, Nifty Auto sector negative, Metal sector negative, bearishness. Advanced decline ratio, the sentiment on 2,568 bearishness. Small and mid cap are performing in very bad sell-off. So the advanced decline ratio is showing that kind of bearishness. Nifty 50, yes, again 45 companies shown negative. Nifty Bank shown negative bearishness. You can see, think about what all happening in Indian companies, especially like joint companies like aviation sector especially. So that's the one thing. Then let's go to option chain. Select today's expiry. In the money call option is selling, out of the money call option is selling. In the money put option is buying, out of the money put option is buying. So the data is bearishness. PCR ratio is equal to 0.5. 0.5. So V-shape recovery possible. Huh? Let's see in the end. Let's see in the end. Not to worry. Let's see in the end. Okay, cash market, again, there is a sell-off. FIIs, DIs are buying. In the index futures selling, FIIs are selling. The stock futures, FIIs are selling. So FIIs are on bearish side. So let's predict like, okay, it's the data is bearish. In global market, US futures, US 30, US 500, then US Tech 100 is neutral. It's not such a so positive or such a strong negative. So we can call it as neutral data. Then let's go to you how cash market had closed yesterday. So let's go to your American market first. Dow Jones negative, S&P 500 negative, then Nasdaq is also negative. So three mother indices closed negative in American market, cash market, then European cash market, DAX is positive, FTSE 100 is negative, CAC 40 is negative. So data is neutral. Then let's go to Asian market, how it's performing as of now. Nikkei is running negative, then Hang Seng is negative, then Kospi is also negative. So data is bearish, friends. Data is bearish, or you can see some neutral to bearish data. Infosys ADR is negative, which is minus 1.91%. That is huge. Wipro ADR is negative. ICICI is 1% negative. HDFC is 1%. Dr. Reddy's Lab is 2% negative. So data is bearish. Now let's go to derivative market. So if you compare Nifty December future with Nifty 50, yes, some bullishness, but it's only 100 points. So bullishness in Bank Nifty December future, yes, there is a demand compared to Nifty Bank mother indices. For the December future, yes, there is a demand. Then Gift Nifty. Now let's compare Gift Nifty with Nifty December future. It's suggesting it's a flat open. Based on that one, let's go to support and resistance and mark our support and resistance for the day. First resistance 26,178, that is yesterday's high. Second resistance is 26,202. Third resistance is all-time high. At the same time, support side 25,892, second support 25,842, then third support is 25,740. So what is the view for the day? Let's go to investment point of view first. From investment point of view, if you go to stochastic RSI, you can see the market is still in oversold zone. Oversold zone means there is possibility some stocks might be buying, but due to global tension, or sorry, in Indian companies only not performing well means okay, there will be some, there is other points, or there will be some, still there is a sell-off, and which can give you a clarity that okay, the positions can be bought. So now the market is in strong sell-off. Okay, so intraday point of first investment point of view, yes, wait for the bullish candle pattern to come. Otherwise, there might be a sell-off, or you can see a gap zone here. The gap zone might be seen as attractive zone for the market. So if you compare here, if you take the scale and if you compare how many points sold yesterday, so you can see from here the bearishness is around 245, 245, 245. It's almost, we can predict like okay, it's near 490 points, so 490 points will almost comes near this gap zone. So let's think like that, but this gap zone can be, okay, if we'll talk about this one. This gap zone can act as a magnetic zone. There you can think about investment point of view. One thing. Second thing. Now, intraday point of view. Intraday point of view, yesterday there is a bearish candle. So this point, remember this point. Okay. I'm seeing two ways. Okay. First 15 minutes high, first 15 minutes low. That is very, very important. If first 15 minutes high is breakout happened, because see, breakout happened means it will try to go again above closing above 26,000. That is possible. Okay, because the PCR ratio is already in oversold zone. Remember, oversold zone. But India volatility index, FIS are selling everything. You can might see a strong once again red candle. But first 15 minutes high and low are very, very, very important for the day. Remember, first 15 minutes high low breakout or first 15 minutes low breakdown are very important to get a clarity on today's market. That is the intraday point of view. With that one, let's close the session for the day. Remember, if it goes on the closes about 26,000, then you can think like okay, it can sustain about 26,000 for the entire day, means you can think okay, the bullish rally continues, or it will go for some price correction which might be till this gap zone, which will act as magnet for the day. Thank you, all the best. Trade your setups not by views or your views. Yesterday also I repeated the same thing, today also I am repeating the same, tomorrow also I do the same thing. Thank you, all the best.